I'm Randy, founder and CEO of Zen Habitats. And today we're going to walk you through how to build this 2x2x2 reptile enclosure. So let's go through everything that comes with your enclosure. First, we're going to open up this packet, which includes 8 screws, a little screwdriver, your substrate shield tape if you're going to use it, so this is optional, and your wire grommet or your solid plug. And for the front, we have 2 more frame pieces that come with this little lip. And really what it is it has a double channel on one side and a single on the other with this piece that slides out. And this is going to help stop your door from folding into the enclosure, but we'll go through that later. If you're going to use loose substrate, you're going to want to use the substrate shield. And if you have a high humidity environment, you're going to want to use our humidity shield. And the humidity shield, you can tell, is a little bit thinner, and that's going to go on top of your enclosure. I've already peeled off the plastic, but here is your acrylic door. Okay, for your panels, you're going to have the back panel that has the grommet hole and 2 solid panels, and these are going to be for each of your sides. Next, we have your pre-assembled top screen, and finally your bottom panel, which again is pre-assembled. So the first step in assembling your 2x2x2 enclosure is getting your bottom panel, and you're going to make sure you identify the front of the panel based on the Zen Habitats logo. First thing we need to do is identify the back frames, which again has a single channel on each side. So that's for the back. What we need to do is determine again how the door is going to open. So if we want the door to swing this direction, so it's going to lock on this side, I need to find the frame piece that has the 2 holes drilled into it. And what I want to do is make sure that when I install it, that this part right here that has this piece that slides up and down, this is going to be in that front corner. And then the other piece will go in the other front corner. What I've done is I've taken the panel and I've taken the Zen logo and faced it up because I'm going to install the back frame pieces first. So I'm going to start with this back corner, and I'm just going to make sure that these 2 channels align with the channels in the bottom panel. Put it in place and screw it in. Okay, so I have my final front piece, and again, I'm just double checking this is the corner that I want the door to open from, or lock onto. I've got the 2 holes right there that will go on that side. And again, I want to make sure that this piece here. Now, the one thing about this piece is this little ledge should be on the back portion of the slider. So if it comes out completely, you don't want to put it in the wrong way, which will move it forward. You want it to make sure that it's lined with the back channel. So, and I know it's the back channel because it's closer to, again, the single channel on the other side. So I'm just going to line it in like that, put it in place, and screw it in. Now that the frame is attached to the bottom panel, we're going to go ahead and put in the back and the side panels. And for the back panel, I just want to make sure that the grommet hole is facing towards the top, and I'm going to slide it in to the 2 slots on the sides and into the frame. Now I'm going to do the same thing from each side. Personally, I like it when the lines match, so I'm just going to make sure that the grain of the bamboo is going to match the back panel. With the side panels in place, now we're going to attach the screen. And what we want to make sure is with the top screen, we're looking for this little lip on the bottom of the screen. That's going to be the front. That's going to help prevent the door from folding in the enclosure when you shut it. So I'm just going to slide it right on top of each of the panels. Make sure the panels fit into the tracks on the sides, and then we can screw in. When we screw it in, we're just going to start off with screwing in the back only, and then we'll install the door and screw in its front. So what I want to do is make sure the pin on the bottom of the door fits right in that little hole, just like that, and I'm going to do the same thing at the top. So inside the packet with the lock, you're going to see the lock and the packet screws for the lock. I'm just going to line the holes and slide the bolt in place. And then the catch, and then 2 individual screws for that. And so first thing we're going to do is screw the catch into place. And what I want to do is make sure that the opening here is facing the enclosure so the lock will be able to slide right in there. We have 2 options for your grommet hole. One is the wire grommet that allows you to run wires and tubes and for your misting system or whatever through the grommet. We can use that. Or if you have a snake or something that you're afraid may escape, then you can use our solid grommet plug. And finally, if your enclosure needs to be high humidity and you want to trap a little bit more of that humidity in, you're going to use our humidity shield. Again, just peel off the protective film, and you're going to slide this right on top of your screen, opposite any heat source if you have it. So that's it. That's how easy it is to build this 2x2x2 reptile enclosure. As always, if you have any questions, reach out to us online through our chat, or you can email us at support@zenhabitats.com. Thanks, everybody.